Jimmy Olsen, issue 9. Matt Fraction writing with Steve Lieber on the art. Take it away, dudes.
Yeah. So the summation of this issue is Jimmy finds out who's been trying to kill him through a series of threads that start getting pulled together here. Is that the reason that the Porcadillo knows Jimmy is because in his off time, Jimmy takes headshots because, of course, the villains use headshots.
Yep.
And that he became Jimmy's kind of ear to the underground in case someone decided they were going to try to kill him, that he had Jimmy's back. So he's been trying to find Jimmy to let them know that there's basically a thing out for him. But while he's on the run, they stop by Candorland, which apparently is from the Bottled City, that when it got broken open, it was a amusement park that was in Candor that is now...
It was another Bottled City inside of Candor.
Inside, right. And now it's in mid-eastern, northern Virginia. Like it's some nonsense directional.
The pride of Central Eastern Mid-Northern Virginia.
Yeah, right. So this completely more, and he's there with the doctor and the doctor's Jewel Seal, or what was she, interdimensional thief daughter, and they're kind of just laying low while they find out all this together. And we get some fun little Olsen bits of Jimmy. Basically, from an early age, his brother wanted to swindle people out of money. And his sister, while being from the same place, is the opposite and basically wants to usher in the French Revolution. And so as Jimmy and Julian are talking, she's building guillotines.
Yeah, that opening bit about how Julian is so wealthy, and this obscenity and this late stage capitalism has made victims of the entire world. I'm like, damn it, Fraction! I came to read this comic to get away from the outside world right now.
Yep. So, and we see them constantly at odds, and Jimmy kind of stuck in the middle between them because basically he takes his brother's advice and sets up a money for bugs service that he'll give you money if you bring him bugs. And Julian's like, that's not how this works. He's like, yeah, but I like bugs and I have enough money. So if you bring me something that I want, I'll give you something I don't want. And it's kind of that he's not that he's the black sheep, but him and his brother have never seen eye to eye. There's another piece in this where the dad wants to talk with him, and that's where it snaps him out of the Lil Olsen's bit. But as he's talking, it's just a bunch of gibberish.
Yeah, there's like the odd word here or there that makes sense, and the rest of it is nonsense.
Right. So
it's like, my oldest son Julian, hooly booly, beanzim, zippy zappy, som, yom blom blom.
And I was like, Fraction's really leaning into the, long Olsen names, but then I realized what he was doing is Jimmy's not listening.
Yeah,
so
and it's just, I appreciate, again, the lettering. The actual words that are cutting through are bolded, so you can just kind of skim it and see funds, dividends, disperse, discretionary, and you can get, there's something going on that he's just not paying attention to.
And he's daydreaming about all the adventures he wants to have with bugs and dinosaurs and just Jimmy Olsen the Dreamer and Mothra, yeah. And so his brother snaps him out of it, and that's when you find out this is something from their teen years, and it was about the Olsen family trust. So I'm feeling that's gonna come in the next 3 issues.
Like Jimmy got swindled out of his trust, or that it was, or alternatively, Julian could get all of it if Jimmy was dead.
Jimmy's right, and so. Jimmy goes to a casino night for a charity.
Yeah, we have a Goldfinger thing, which is not subtle, and it references it itself. But he comes up out of the wetsuit and pulls out into the white tux, and it's like, oh yeah, okay, I'm into it.
And so he goes to the casino night where he finds Lex Luthor and ends up not understanding. Poker. Yeah, well, that's not even poker. They're playing some weird game that there's actually no rules for because Jimmy ends up losing because they deal him the rules of poker card, right?
Yeah.
No, took out of the desk. So he lost everything, and then Luthor ends up meeting him outside, and Luthor's got a cigar, and it's all very.
There's a bit where he's sweating over it, and he's seeing it, and his eyeline. He's like, oh my God, is he aiming that cigar at me? And then he lights
Yep.
it, and he's like, okay, relax.
Right, and you come to find out that Luther goes, I told you I wasn't the one killing you because I want to see your face when I've completely destroyed you and won. And then he takes a picture after he tells him, your brother's the one that's trying to kill you, and takes Jimmy's picture. And then Jimmy's completely shook by this, you know, and recedes back into the wetsuit.
This is my favorite. My favorite. He doesn't put the wetsuit back on. He just takes the tux off, and he has another wetsuit on underneath.
And so,
so good.
He goes back into the water. Yeah, the art's really, really, really well done because I like that Lieber jumps between all those different styles of the comic strip, Lowell Olsen's, and then how that, you know, cuts into what he's doing now, but as they were younger.
Yeah. And then there's the bit with the porcadillo in the middle when he's telling the story about his dad and grandfather, you know, Annihilation and Annihilation Junior, and they wanted him to be Annihilation Junior.
But he wanted to make his own name, and that's why him and Jimmy really hit it off, is because they were both the same, that they both wanted to kind of do their own thing and not just take the family business.
Yeah, and there's a bit where he's sat on the chair trying to decide his name, and a croc comes flying through his window, as in like the shoe.
The bat, yes, father, I'll become.
And he goes, yes, father, I shall become. And the guy interviewing him, Corrigan's like, a croc, the crocodile, Killer Croc UK, and he's just like, let me finish, damn it. But that was cracking me up.
Yep. So, another great issue from this Jimmy story.
There's nothing I can fault in this issue. I was laughing constantly. Yeah. I mean, it's all coming together.
The Canderland really cracked me up because of all the different stuff, and you see Janie trying to go to this ATM, and then trying to destroy said ATM.
And then the gag with arm fall off boy.
Oh, that's a part I forgot about. Where you have arm fall off boy, and there's a bit where Olsen's doing it for the planet, and he basically learned that you can't, you know, arm fall off boy can't go to the theme parks because his arms fall off, and
he goes
it
on
affects his whole family.
And puts his arms up, and then the arms all fly off.
And his whole family, and they all have different, you know, mom head fall off, mom
head fall off, mom, legs fall apart in segments, dad, fingers fall off, gal.
Right, and so. Through some bondage wear and ingenuity, they end up, you know, making harnesses that allow them to visit.
Yeah, courtesy of Swamp Thing.
Courtesy of Swamp Thing. So there's this whole thing, and Perry's back. They're like, yeah, no, we need you, you know, doing dangerous stuff again. We don't need this, you know, fluff family piece, however important you think it is. Whereas, you know, and then you see Perry like almost pained that he has to tell Jimmy this because, you know, he is worried about the guy. But no, another good issue. What you rating it, Connor?
I'm giving it a 9. I love this book so much.
Yeah, me too. I'm gonna give that a 9 as well. It's, you know, art's top notch and factions having fun. I hope we get more of this going forward because I really like what they're doing here.
Yeah.